Because they ignore the tag in the front.
They do.
One.
They do.
Two, when I come in here and just shoot the shit like I would in a New Jersey barbershop, y'all say I'm dick eating.
Depending on who they root for, you're dick eating.
That's true.
And Drake is
the
playing.
most popular artist.
Yeah, I know, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm just a little more blunt and honest, but I'm rooting for Drake, too. I just think there's some angles out there that can be taken. But put that to the side. Damn, what was I saying? What was I just saying?
You're not telling the truth.
All right, so nothing I'm about to say is true. I just watch a lot of crime docs, a lot of suspense movies, and I'm paranoid, and I've been an artist, and I have a very vivid imagination. I have no facts in anything I am about to say at all.
This is pure
This
speculation.
is purely what I think would happen if I turned on this movie.
Okay.
There.
What channel is the movie on?
HBO?
FX or some
BT.
shit.
ID.
Some shit where, ID somewhere where it's going down. It's going down. I like HBO, somewhere in Netflix. Okay.
Is it green? Like that greenish hue? Like Ozark? How
Ozark.
Like,
I was about to say Ozarkish.
Cool.
In this movie, right? What if? Because I was listening to the Larry Jackson call that we had. We spoke to Larry.
Shout out to Larry.
And shout out to Larry. That's my fucking guy. And I listened to that call about 9 times. I made Erickson send it to me as soon as it was done. I made him send it right to me. I heard that shit 100 times. And while I do think that half of what we said about that Gamma and how it could play out thing may or may not be true, in my movie, Kaiser Sose runs Musicland. Kaiser Sose runs Musicland. Kaiser Sose's name pops up in some paperwork somewhere that it shouldn't have been in. In this movie, somebody in the clerk's office made a mistake and put the real boogeyman's name in some shit that it shouldn't have been in. So now Kaiser Sose is going to fight to get this done. But he's the most powerful man in the land. So he's going to make some calls, and maybe there's evidence against Kaiser Sose in my movie. Not real life. In my movie, there's evidence on Kaiser Sose, and he's powerful enough to go send some niggas in and make sure that anything with my name and face on it is getting the fuck up out of there. Right? What a great opening to a movie. You following?
Yeah, we're following.
Okay. Then I'm going to go get low. And because I own everything, I'm going to fire everybody. I'm going to get rid of everybody in all of these different infrastructures that have been longtime staples and have helped me make money. So if I'm doing that, I have to have a plan. And my plan, just like every other business in America's plan, just like the actors just finished fighting for it because they know something about a plan, my plan would involve AI. And if my plan involved AI, I would want to test. I would run a very sophisticated test. And because I fired everybody, that means I need my big boy acts to be not only as big as they were, but even bigger now. How do I do that? I'm no politic genius, but I know that one thing war does besides get people killed is make some money.
Generate revenue.
Why would I not have the 3 biggest acts in the world just fight? But then that didn't make sense to me in the movie because I don't tie J. Cole to Interscope until I go Google things. And as you would have it, J. Cole's distribution is Interscope. I don't know if that's the case for him as an artist, but I don't know anything, and I'm only imagining in a movie, so I don't have to be right. All we know about Kendrick is that he's not Top Dog anymore, and we barely know anything about that. But they were Interscope. So PG Lang may or may not be Interscope. Drake seems to still think he's Interscope. Drake is Interscope. I mean, not Interscope, Universal. But there's not really an Interscope anyway. They're all Universal.
Mm-hmm. Good for business.
Great for business.
Mm-hmm.
Then I just start feeling like some type of pawn. Like just a very weak chess piece on the board. If all it takes is to get these niggas. That's why Larry's sounding like that. That's why Vince is sounding like that. That's why some of the corporate people are looking at it through corporate eyes, and us as rap beef fans is like, man, fuck all that. We don't want to hear none of that shit. We want to get to the beef. And while that's true, I still want to try to follow the money. That makes the AI rollout make sense for me. That makes this 10 plus year brewing beef that seems to be slow footing around make a little bit of sense to me. Yeah.
Well, I think I know who Kaiser is.
I don't know who he is. I didn't get to that part of the movie. I don't know.
Who's the puppet master?
No idea.
Well, a couple things. I know you're speaking in the movie, but Kendrick's, we know that last album, Mr. Morale, was his last one on TDE. Or that came out as Aftermath / Interscope. Mm-hmm. His PG Lang deal, which is where Baby Keem was released, is Sony Columbia. So it's not Interscope. PG Lang is not.
Got it.
Interscope.
Got it.
And to answer your question, Cole's last project, the Might Delete Later, which was not Rock Nation affiliated in any way, is now Cole World under license to Interscope.
So they're all Universal.
Well, no, PG Lang is Sony. If they are still, that could have been a one-off or something. We don't know. Unlikely, but it's possible.
Yeah, just formed.
I think all of this shit is above my pay grade, and it makes me analyze this beef just differently. It makes me look at the J. Cole apology different too. If any of this stuff
as inorganic, as inorganic,
organic.
No, organic.
You think it's organic?
Trying to get out of the. He doesn't want to play the industry games, basically.
No, I'm not talking about Cole. I'm talking about the whole beef.
Oh.
That's possible.
That's very possible.
I've run through scenarios in my head where everyone's just on a group chat saying, let's spice this shit up. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I believe that's true.
What would be the motivation behind that?
Sales up. I'm going back and listening to all types of old shit.
I can't believe more people don't think that.
In an industry that's fleeting, allegedly.
Last year, the hip-hop sales were down.
In the gutter.
Let's run this shit up.
Hey,
it's possible.
Hey, look, even that ties into the Cole shit. Like, he took the record down after the full week was done. Mm-hmm. So, like you said, it could be just, let's run this shit up.
New Joe Budden.
Drake sounds exhausted. It's like I'm exhausted. I feel it.
Drake. All right, y'all. The Drake fans, we not liking the reception from The Heart Part 6, and Joe spoke to academics at 1 a.m. and let's see what he had to say about Drake's new song. Like the video and subscribe.
Yo.
Oh shit! I thought you was in like a strip club or something right now. Joe.
Yo.
I'm on the stream, and I gotta get some quick thoughts on you. Just a minute or two, man. What's the vibes?
I'm over it.
You're over it?
I'm over it.
How are you over it?
Shit. Shit's exhausting. I'm done. I'm in bed.
What do you think about the drop from last night to tonight? It feels like this is more about speed. What do you feel like is going on right now?
Too much. I just feel like too much is going on. Like yesterday was a lot. Today Drake sounds exhausted. It's like I'm exhausted. I feel it. I don't blame him. I don't know what's going on. I want these niggas to stop. I'm over it now.
Well, if you're saying that, we're gonna start talking about a winner, right?
Well, we know the winner.
Do we?
All right, I'm not doing this with you right now.
Okay.
Who's the winner? If it ends right now.
If it ends right now, are we counting the lies or not?
Oh my God! Yes, we're counting all the lies. It's okay to lie.
Oh man! Well, it's not over yet, Joe. It's not over yet. It's not over yet, motherfucker. Hey! Honestly, hey, listen. This goes on until the rightful winner wins. It's one of those. Hey, it's like when the NBA got some shit going on. Oh, where are they about to lose? All right, another overtime. Come on, let's get it right. It's like the NFL.
When are you gonna get some rest?
Oh no, I'm well rested. Like, I mean, actually, I've been losing my voice consistently for like last 5 days. But yo, you know what? I've been thinking as MCs, like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, are they having a good time, or are they just literally stuck in a studio, being like a slave to our unrealistic demands for really quick records?
I think Kendrick might have been in the studio anyway. I think Drake is getting annoyed with having to go to a studio to answer to this bullshit.
He's probably in the embassy chilling. Like, the studio's probably in his room.
Yeah, that's true too, but he didn't sound happy that he had to go in a booth and address any of that shit.
Yeah, well, I think it was a subject matter he had to address. Yo, you just made a possible outside song and you're talking about me on a level that I don't want to be discussed on.
Yeah, I want the battle to end after Not Like Us. Like, what I learned today is I like Drake on offense and not defense. And this battle, for some reason, has put him on defense, and I don't love it.
I don't think Drake ends this on defense. I think Drake had to do a defensive move to go on offense. So I actually think he's about to get back on offense.
Yeah, but some of that shit he said tonight, in terms of the T, it was just reminiscent of some of the shit he said in Family Matters. It was like, if there's no more T and there's nothing really more to be said about the nigga, then it's like I told you last night. Rap and then head off into the sunset on a horse. Like, there's nothing more to say, there's nothing more to do. Like, the people that think Drake won already think Drake won. The people that got their mind made up on Kendrick, they already feel that way. We got some great music out of this shit. Kendrick gave us a dance bop. Like, but if he ain't gonna put one of them beats on and just go ham on this nigga, then I don't want to keep hearing Drake have to defend his legacy.
Yeah, me as a fan, I either want maybe another rapidy rap song, or I want a hit song, or I want him to transition out of this the same way he transitioned out of that Pusha T shit, which is drop 18 hits simultaneously. Because I do think people are thinking that they're like, maybe he's affected, even if there is, let's say part of the culture that felt he didn't get the better of this, back and forth. I personally think his career is not affected, and I think anytime shit like this happens, he just drops 10 hits and let's keep it moving.
Alright, well, if that's the game plan, I'd like to see him do that too.
Okay.
We got our money's worth out of this. This was good.
I was trying to ask Elliot Wilson earlier, yo, has there been any other battle where either the responses has came in quicker succession? It's been 5 rounds each, so there's 10 songs that we can discuss.
If there was, I certainly don't know it. I don't remember a time. I can't remember this ever happening at this pace.
Interesting. Yeah. Well,
not with two of the biggest dudes. Not with the two biggest dudes at this pace. We never got that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, I enjoyed it. I honestly hope it continues, but maybe not continues at this breakneck speed. I think we both were on the same page. We're like, yo, I think Drake is afforded himself the idea or opportunity to drop in 3 weeks or a month at this point, yo. Like, this breakneck speed shit is like, you know, we still haven't even appreciated the genius from the Family Matters joint.
I know. I played it today though.
Now I've been appreciating more with time. I played a bunch of it. So I don't know, man.
Listen, man, get some fucking rest. Don't let these rappers fucking ruin your sleep schedule.
Oh no, I love this. I kind of love it.
I'm glad you do though, but I'm over these niggas. I'm over it. I'm off it. I guess I can't be over it because I gotta go to work and talk about it. But after that, I'm done.
I had DJ Head on and he was trying to say the battle is over, which I'm hoping I hope it doesn't end like this, because I as well, I didn't like the defensive, and I even see Charlamagne text me too. He was just like, yo, I told you before that one of the things that Drake shouldn't do is explain himself. Like, explaining yourself doesn't work well in the battle, because now you're starting to, you know what I mean, look like the person who's weak. I thought he kind of had to explain himself because it's these serious allegations, but I can see why people think that. I think if he comes back with another record immediately, it's all good. But this breakneck speed shit is like stressful. I can imagine, bro.
Yeah, I do see a lot of people clowning him for the defense record. Like, hey, I'm not a pedophile. It's like, all right, it's just a weird thing to say after saying a rap battle, right?
And I tweeted it earlier. Catch 22. If you don't address it, it's an elephant in the room. You address it, you seem more guilty.
Yeah, it just seems, I ain't gonna say guilty, it just seems weird. It's a weird thing to have to defend yourself over. So, tough spot to be in.
Yeah.
And I understand the Drake fan and you not wanting it to end this way. I do.
No. I'm okay if it ends this way. Like, again, my whole thing was I didn't want him to get embarrassed. Now, not only that is I wanted to see some fine rapping, right? Like, he makes hit songs all the time. Like, I mean, I could name 200 Drake hits. I wanted to just see bars. Now, I think the masses might just want to see Drake do another rendition of Back to Back. Me, I've always said, if you put both of these, you put Drake on any track with his counterparts, he smokes them niggas when he wants to, right? I think his pen has gotten resharpened, so I just wanted to see him just out-rap these niggas, because that's what I talk shit about. Like, yo, you niggas can't rap with my guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Keep reading the history books and coming up with shit, but my nigga really get to it.
Well, he gave you something for you to hang your hat on.
Yeah, I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more.
One last joint.
I need a little bit more, but you know, if it comes later on, I'll still count it. Serious. The battle ain't done until they're completely done dissing each other. So if 6 months later Drake drops a fucking Scary Hours with like 3 like joints, I'm sorry, it still counts.
I bet it does. I'm not mad at you. Fuck it.
Yeah. Alright, Joe, man. I know you probably got a long day tomorrow, man. I'm gonna let you get to it, man.
My man.
Is it over, y'all? Is it over? Cause I like the Heart Part 6. I was into this shit. But the Kendrick fans, them niggas is not budging. I put up a poll. I said, does it matter if Kendrick was lying throughout these diss tracks, if Drake was feeding him information? And them niggas said, nope, we don't give a fuck. Kendrick won. And that sentiment is deflating as a Drake fan. It's deflating. I thought people would respect the Heart Part 6 more. And so Joe was saying, I like Drake on offense more than defense. And it makes me think, is he really on the defense like that? Like, I know he's technically on the defense, but is he at the point where he gotta like scrunch down? He gotta get into his motherfucking Gary Payton mode now? Is that where we at? And what I mean is this how the people see it as? Cause I saw a lot of people, they felt like Kendrick won before Meet the Grams even came out. They felt like Kendrick won even before Not Like Us came out. So some of y'all was already giving it to the nigga. And I would say the same thing for Drake fans. I'm not gonna act like there's not delusional Drake fans, but even me, I told y'all Kendrick is up. I told y'all Kendrick was up, and he's still up. I still have him slightly above Drake, but it's like, damn. Joe also said Drake sounds tired. I'm like, oh my god. And I keep hearing people say, you know, at the end of the Heart Part 6, it sounded like Drake was quitting. Rick Ross is saying that, but y'all been saying that for the last 2 songs. When a nigga said, you know, I'm about to go on vacation, y'all was trying to say Drake was quitting then. Now y'all listening for anything that's saying that he's gonna quit. Joe is saying it's over. He's done with it. I do kind of see some people feeling like that too. I hear some people saying, wrap it up before Mother's Day. So I don't know how to feel right now, man. It's late. I gotta let, you know, everybody's opinions kind of like sit inside of my heart and see how I feel about it tomorrow. But let me know what y'all think, man. Like the video and subscribe. Hey, nigga, donate. Hit the super chat.